It is Wednesday, my usual time to go live on Facebook. Welcome to my live. I am Melissa K. Range, igniting change in the world. This is what I love to do. This is my favorite gig, is to hear wonderful stories about transformation and provide inspiration and motivation for you all to go out there in the world and not only work on yourself, but then change the world because you're changing yourself. You know, it's an inside job. Did you know this? It's an inside job. I've been saying this for many, many years. And that started actually with physicality. And I was working with a man, actually, he passed away 5 years ago yesterday, but he was my mentor. And I was sharing supplements, and they're super duper fabulous supplements. And if you go back to the early days of my channel, you can actually see what those supplements are. And I still take them to this day. And I think I've been taking them for 16 years, maybe 17 years, but it's a great company. It's called lifeplus.com if you want to know more about that. But today, our live, and I had to retitle it because for some reason it wasn't working to use what I had put in my description and on my thumbnail for this live. So I'll just put all those details back in the live when I'm finished. I wanted to talk to you all about, again, something that I do, and this is the theme of my lives every single week at 12:30 Central Standard Time on Wednesdays. The themes of my live are all about me pushing my edge or doing something in my life to move myself forward, to expand my consciousness, to be out there pushing my edge so that I can continue to teach and continue to lead those people who desire to make changes in their lives, who desire to be somebody they weren't yesterday. And we never are that same person. And we return here over and over and over again. And if we somehow get some of those good, juicy lessons in this lifetime, we won't have to relive those lessons in the next lifetime. And that's really one of my main purposes, is that I want to get the lesson now. So we on this live are going to talk about my dance experience. One of the things that I know helps me to get my chakras moving, my lower chakras. If you don't know anything about the chakras, you can go look it up. But the lower chakras are the root chakra and the sacral chakra. Thank you for the like. Thank you for joining me, you all. Let me know where in the world you are joining me from. I would love to know. But my root and sacral chakra always, I feel like, needs some energy or needs some, shifting and things like that. And so I've decided that I'm going to get back into dance. I have been a ballroom dance instructor. Oh, well, welcome. I'm in Missouri. And you're French. You're from France. So ballroom dancing was something that I took up, and I did a video on this several weeks ago, months ago. But I was a Zumba instructor before that. And before that, I just took a lot of dance. Yes, that's correct. I took a lot of dance over the years because I love to dance. And dancing will actually move your sacral and your root chakra and get you, bonjour, comment allez-vous? And get you, get your chakras shifting and changing. And if you don't know a lot about them, again, go look them up or maybe I even have a video from my earlier days about the chakras. But, and it's funny because I will even eat foods related to the colors of the chakras. And if I feel like my heart chakra is not working, oh, awesome, then I will eat more green foods. Or if I feel like my solar plexus, then I will eat more yellow foods. Okay, so that's a side note. But I decided last week that, because I'm in this priestess class, that I would go and start dancing again regularly, you all, because dancing can be a meditation. Dancing can reawaken things within you that you need to reawaken. And if I'm going to pursue things and push forward in my life, I need all of my chakras. I need myself to be in alignment. And so on Sunday, I've been wanting to do this. I decided to go contra dancing. Très bien. I speak fluent Spanish. So let's see. Merci. Merci. I've been to Paris, though. I have been to France. I've been to Montpellier. I've been to Oh my gosh, what's that place? Nice. I've been to Nice. So never to Canada, but I would love to go there. But I speak fluent Spanish. I know a teeny weeny bit of French, teeny bit of Italian, teeny bit of Portuguese, just because, these romance languages. So I decided to go to this contra dance. I had been told about this dance, this contra dance, which is really country dancing. I mean, I think it's been a couple of years ago. Actually, it's more than a couple of years ago. And I never went, you all. I never went. And I love any kind of dance pretty much, hip hop, reggae, reggaeton, salsa, cumbia. I mean, I've done a lot of it in Zumba. I love dancing. I'm trying to think of even all the dances we do in Zumba, but there are so many fun dances in Zumba. So if you've never tried Zumba, you should go try it. Okay. So I decided to go to this contra dancing, and I was going to go 2 weeks ago, but it was right after the Thanksgiving holiday, and I was just like wiped. Oh, je m'appelle Melissa. Je m'appelle. And I don't know how to say nice to meet you in French, but I know how to say it in Spanish. And so I decided to show up. And you all, where I am in Missouri, it is really, really cold. And even though on Sunday night it was freezing cold and it was dark, and I thought, I don't really want to do this. I don't want to. Do you ever feel like that where you're like, I don't really want to do this, but I know that it would really be beneficial and help me? And I am the type of person that when I tell myself I'm going to do something, oh, you love reggaeton? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, yes. Hula dance. Oh, that's another one. Oh my gosh. Good for you. Go for it. So it was cold. It was dark. I hadn't eaten dinner, and I just said, I'm going. I am going to go to this dance. I'm going to go do it. And every time I show up at something or get ready to go to something like this, I'll get a little nervous. I'll feel that little pitter patter in my heart, or maybe my body will start to tingle because I know I need to do it, but I'm not necessarily really wanting to do it. But when I make a commitment, I say I'm going to show up, because how many times have we said we're going to do something and then other people show up and we don't? And I've had that happen for me as well, to teach me something. But I wanted to go to this dance, and I had heard it was really fun. And finally, after all these years, I showed up. And I got there and they said, "Oh my gosh, welcome." They were so welcoming. And I paid my $10 to go in, and then they said, "So many men will be asking you to dance because everybody's really friendly here." And so I put my stuff down. I changed into my dance shoes. I like to wear a specific type of dance shoe because, it helps your knees and it helps your body and your joints and things like that. If you're wearing really clunky shoes, I can't move on the floor well. I can't pivot. And so I started with a lesson. Okay. So how many times do we jump into something without a mentor or without a lesson or without some guidance? And I've done this too. But tonight, or that night, this contra dance, I got a lesson. So I was with all new people. How did that make me feel? It made me feel as though I wasn't alone. Oh, that's awesome. You're correct. It does inspire other people. And then other people were saying, I'm new as well. I'm new as well. So when we get a guide or a mentor, then we maybe have some more comfortability because somebody is there to help us, assist us, be a guide or a mentor, or somebody who maybe knows just a little bit more than you, and they are willing to teach you. And so that's what this man did. He taught all of us, and we learned a little bit in about 20 minutes. And then he was like, all right, time to go. Now, at these contra dances, they have a band, and the bands change every week. I did not know this. Thank you for the hearts. And so we had a band, and then they have different callers doing the dances. And some of these callers, you all, they travel all over the US, and they call dances according to specific songs and styles of what they want to teach. And so every time I went to go out there, and you all, I started dancing, and then all these men kept coming to ask me to dance. At one point, I had to say, I need to sit down and take a break for a minute and get a drink of water. So do this dance without me, because you are going, going, going. I got a workout. We were doing so many spins and so many like different moves. And what else happened for me? My brain started to rewire. And I started to have to follow, and I was learning all these different things in a matter of, the dances were probably like 7 minutes or 8 minutes each, maybe a little more, maybe 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes, my neurons are firing. Do you know how powerful that is to do something that maybe is scary or pushes you out of your, what I don't like to say, comfort zone, but that's kind of what it is. Do you know you're then building new neural pathways in your brain? This is so important. This is a how then the next time you go to do something, your confidence will increase because you created new neural pathways of doing something out of the box. And over the years, this is what I continue to do. Yes, a hobby or two. Oh, yes, me too. Oh, that's a great deal. I have lots of hobbies too. I'm trying new things all the time. So after doing this dance for a while, I really got into it, and I was laughing and men were twirling me around and I was having so much fun. What is an activity where it pushes your edge, but it's so fun, or it really makes you expand? Because this was causing me to expand. Now I will share something with you. Somebody, and before I do that, I want to just share with you real quick because I have to go in a few minutes. One of the things that I created to help women expand is my Find Your Fire program. And that was pushing me out of my box because this was going to be seen and heard. Oh, I love horseback riding. I love horses. I did a live about my recent horseback riding trip in the Colorado mountains. But I created this Find Your Fire program for women 40 plus, maybe a little younger, but for women who feel stuck and stagnant, they don't feel seen, they're in fear, they want more confidence, they feel desperate, they feel lonely, and they want to achieve something or change something in their lives. This is why I created this program for women, and it's called Find Your Fire. And you can find it on my website if you want to check it out. I have a video that explains more and talks about it. And it's a 5 module program, and you do it at your own pace, and you can start it whenever you want. You can stop it whenever you want. But creating this program for me was a big passion because I have mentored so many women and men over the years. And I felt like this was a very good use of my time for people who are anywhere in the world that just want to do the program and change something in their lives. So it's called Find Your Fire. I encourage you to go check it out. Just look into it, see if it resonates with you. And again, it's a self-paced 5 module program that you can start at any time and do in the comfort of your own home. But back to my story. So about 8:15, I'd been at this place since 6:30. I saw this woman walk in, okay? And this woman I remembered was the one who told me several years ago about the contra dance, because somebody said, "Who told you about us?" And I couldn't remember who told me. And this woman walks in and we acknowledge each other. And then I thought to myself, oh my gosh, this woman has very negative energy. And I don't want to be around this woman because she has a lot of work to do on herself, you all. And I am a very high vibe person, and I want to surround myself always with high vibe, loving, optimistic, kind, open people. And this woman is very shut down. She will pull my energy like an energy vampire. And so I said to myself, it's time for me to go. And this other man was monopolizing my time and he was monopolizing my space. And I didn't like it. And I have boundaries. And this is one of the things that I talk about in my Find Your Fire program. But I have these boundaries in my life. And 2 people then were encroaching on my boundaries. And so I finally decided after another like 10 minutes that I was going to leave and take care of myself. And so this experience really helped me to see, oh, wow, I like to try new things. I like to push my edge. I learned something new about myself. I'm rewiring, the neural pathways in my brain. So look at all the good that comes from stepping into places where you're afraid or you don't know what to expect, or, whatever you're in your head about, whatever that is, push through it, move through it, Try to get past it and go out and do things that are going to expand you. And you all, this is where our consciousness is going. This is where our consciousness is being called to go. And you can either go with it, and I know some people are going to be kicking and screaming and they don't want to do it, or you can stay where you are, stay stuck and stagnant, keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, getting the same result. And that can be a good thing if it's positive and healthy for you, or it can be a really detrimental thing. And so I just continue to do this because not only do I want it for me, but I want it for other people that are in my small circle, and then branching out into my bigger circle, and then out into the world. So I would encourage you, as always, as I do every single week when I come on here at 12:30 Central Standard Time, to step into something that you're afraid to do and to go after it, because it's going to build your confidence. Your voice is going to get stronger. Your fear is going to lessen. You are going to feel so proud of yourself. You are going to hopefully celebrate yourself. Maybe you can find other people who will celebrate with you. But we have to take these baby steps if we want to make the changes in our lives that are impactful and going to help us to have a better life, because suffering is optional, you all. Suffering is optional. There are so many solutions. There are so many tools. There are so many ways for us to better our lives. And for me, one of them was try something new and let go of the negative or people who are pulling my energy and they are not healthy for me. So in that instance, I had a really pro incident, and then I had sort of a realization incident that just said, it's time for me to leave. It's time for me to go. I'm done. I had my fill. I learned some new things. I met some really fun, awesome people, and I'm out. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Go and check out my Find Your Fire program. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. If you know anybody looking to have more confidence in their lives, send them to my channel or share something. If you look at any of my videos, share something with somebody, because I know people come up to me all the time, and they want to talk to me, or they want to say like, how did you get so confident, Melissa? Because I'm like not very tall, and I'm just a very big energy because this is the way I've always been. But if you know somebody who's maybe struggling or needs something, go back and look at some of my old videos too, because I have a lot of information and I have a lot of wisdom, because I did this and I recorded all these videos as I was changing, as I was growing, as I was evolving. And so thanks for being here every Wednesday at 12:30 Central Standard Time. And I look forward to connecting with you next week. And if you have any questions, or you even want an Akashic record reading, I do Akashic record readings. Reach out to me at melissa@reclaimrebuildrestore.com. I would love to connect with you. And I hope you all have a super duper wonderful rest of your day. See you soon.